Alex Hughes, Middlesex's second 11 D40 coach. Thanks for joining us. We're up here at Finchley. We're at team trials, 3 of which you've held over the winter.
Absolutely.
How have they gone, Alex?
Amazingly, as good as they could have been. Got everything we needed out of them. Fantastic to see all the guys back in. A few of them maybe a bit rusty, obviously, for the last few months, not been playing much cricket, but as I said, fantastic to see some new ones as well. But all in all, everything we need out of it, complete success.
Obviously what you've got up here is you've got a number of your first 11, your second 11 and your Super 9 side here, plus some new players that have come in for the trials. The purposes of this is largely, I guess, to recruit new talent. Are you looking to re-engage some talent that perhaps you couldn't get into the squads last year?
Absolutely, yes. We purposely get all players along, the current players as well, and as you say, big emphasis on new players, but just to get everyone in. Obviously, we have 3 squads, so some might change, crossover, but as I said, it's a fantastic opportunity to get them all in and then build into the new year from there.
One thing that struck me, Alex, is the camaraderie within the group. Obviously, you've got a number of new faces here.
Absolutely.
Who seem to have blended in really well. It seems to be a very welcoming environment. Is that something you work on as a group?
Absolutely, it's massive. You know, these guys, they don't see each other every day, like some performance squads, but when they do get together, it's like they've never been away. You know, these guys haven't seen each other since July, but at first it was like it's like they've never been away.
I suppose that makes the difficulties of pulling a squad together that much more difficult. Obviously, you're now back in winter training, of course.
Yeah.
What plans do you have for them over the coming months ahead of next April when the season will get going?
Yeah, so today's our last trial, as you say. Then we're back in early in the new year down at William Perkins, fantastic facility down there. We will do all alternate week Saturday nights with the 3 squads, and then one full day where everyone comes in, because as I said, it's logistics-wise, we have some of the guys live down south, some live up north. So as I said, we make it compulsory for one day, and then obviously, as I said, we get some strength and conditioning guys in. You know, we make a big effort, you know, to do core skills at that time of the year. This is just kind of getting them back into the speed of things. But once we hit January, as I said, we'll do alternate Saturdays and then one big full day across the 4 months in the build-up to April.
Alex, with the 2 different formats that we play in, obviously D40 hardball,
Yep.
Super 9's not hardball,
Yep.
does that massively change how you have to work with the players over the winter and prepare them for the season ahead, or largely are the skills much the same?
Largely the skills are the same. There's some differences that you obviously have to adapt to. For example, you know, softball, for example, doesn't necessarily travel as fast, and obviously you have to do certain field settings with them, and you have to do certain bowling kind of routines with them. But as I said, 99% of it is the same. But as I said, when it comes down to training, we get them all in on purpose together, because there's that big emphasis on camaraderie. But yeah, the only differences are, as I said, is maybe 1 or 2 fielding stuff, and then, as I said, yeah, a few bowling. But on the whole, they got the same outcomes on the pitch, as you know. So
Absolutely. Obviously, when you get to international level, Alex, you've got split physical disability and learning disability
Yeah.
sides. At county level,
Yeah.
it's all amalgamated into
Yes.
one.
Yeah.
That, I guess, in itself, when you're dealing with players who have physical disabilities, some with learning disabilities, some with hearing impairments, that, I suppose, in itself must pose its problems to you as one of the coaches.
yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say problems. There are some challenges, but we have a fantastic team of coaches that are very experienced with day-to-day disability and, you know, our participation work we do in our Super Ones. So, and we bring that to here. And as I said, there's some challenges, but on the whole, the guys are a pleasure to be around. You know, so as I said, there's the only challenges are obviously, as I said, fitness-wise. If we, you know, obviously you have to adapt certain things. But as I said, we've got a fantastic group of coaches. We have fantastic help from the S&C staff, I should say. But as I said, who buy into it fantastically. But yeah, no, it's great. As I said, to have them all in together, speaking to each other, especially the LDs, tapping into some of the PDs' kind of knowledge and vice versa as well. It's fantastic to see.
Last one for me, Alex. Obviously, over the 12 years or so that we've set up disability cricket at Middlesex, it's evolved enormously.
Absolutely, yeah.
You're obviously now the second 11 coach.
Yeah.
What aspirations do you have moving into next season, and what aspirations do your players have?
Personally, obviously you want to keep growing, keep learning. You know, I've got Michael, who I do the squads with, who's obviously been fantastic in the 5 years I've done it personally. But as I said, yes, to keep learning every day. I'm learning new things, new skills. As I said, with new players coming in, new disabilities. It's every day is different. And then on the field, just to keep growing, we have our second 11, especially core group, is quite young, so which is fantastic to see. And to get to the final last year was amazing. Especially winning on Surrey's home turf, always a pleasure. As I said, yeah, so to go one better is obviously the aim. But as long as they keep improving, keep learning, and keep enjoying it, playing with a smile, that's one of the main things for us as well.
Alex, thanks ever so much for your time. I thoroughly enjoyed being up here today. Really appreciate you having us.
Cheers, Fletch.